Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Now, before I proceed, I'd like to say that my last video where I celebrated my 5,000 subs, the response was just, it was totally humbling. The video has got 1.3k views, so only 1,300 views, but it's got about 400 comments, it's got about 260 odd likes. It just tells me that you guys really shower me with your affection, with your attention, the amount of time you give me. These things really hit home a point that expectation on me is huge, because I don't want to disappoint such an amazing base of subscribers. I really don't want to. So it was just amazing. The comments I read, the ideas you gave me, it was just fabulous. I enjoyed every minute of it. I just wanted to say thank you, because that was quite a celebration of 5,000 subs. It went for a long time. People just viewed and commented and I responded to them. It was just amazing. It was a great celebration. So we're talking about a Mancera today. Mancera is a brand I trust a lot, because there are very few Manceras, probably none, that have disappointed me. This is a brand that I trust, and this is a brand a lot of people trust. So we're talking about wild fruits today. Now, why am I reviewing wild fruits? Because beginning of autumn, late summer is harvest time. So you can imagine that fruity scents go very well during this time of the year, and I've realized it more and more. The kind of reception I get from people and the way I feel about wearing a fruity scent this time of the year, September, October, is just amazing. It really goes well. Now, this is also a summer scent, but I enjoy this during this time. So this is compared to Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Silver Mountain Water is a beautiful, esoteric, conceptual fragrance trying to emulate water flowing through the Swiss Alps. That's the concept. Now this one is very different. Why? Because this is more creamy, this is more fruity, this is not aquatic, this is not esoteric. It's just very, very different. But you get that Silver Mountain Water feel, the creamy bergamot, fruity bergamot, that bit is there, but not for long. So if you want a Silver Mountain Water clone, I've already done Al Wissam Day, which is quite a nice fragrance, but I wouldn't say it's a clone, but it's more closer than this one. So this is a scent and a half this time of the year. So what is it? It starts off smelling very creamy, fruity, and sparkly, okay? All at the same time. So what I smell is a mishmash of citrus and fruits, yeah? So the citruses I get is that creaminess of bergamot, that sprightly nature of grapefruit, and generic citrus lime-like smell, So imagine a basket full of fruits surrounded by all the citruses you can imagine. There's also apparently kumquat in this. Now, I haven't smelled kumquat, but I've bought kumquat long time ago. They're like very tiny citrusy fruits, very strange looking. Inside of a kumquat, it looks very strange, doesn't look like a citrus fruit, but I can't remember the smell. Now, all I'm getting is this creamy, fruity, citrusy smell. It's creamy, and this is the period which I enjoy the most. This is the period where people have complimented me the most. This thing stays for about 2 hours. It projects a lot, and it smells really friendly, very welcoming, and very jovial. If that's your personality, this fragrance is going to really suit you. Now, when the fragrance enters after about 30 minutes, there's a little bit of tanginess that comes in, and that's because of blackcurrant. And that blackcurrant is unmistakable. And now people, I think majority of the people, know how to identify blackcurrant because of Aventis. Now, after that, the fragrance keeps on getting sour. At the moment, it's very beautifully balanced between sweet fruitiness and tanginess of citrus. Very well balanced. As you keep moving, the fragrance becomes tangier. And instead of this hazy, fruity smell, it becomes slightly more hazy, woody smell. So the late dry down or the dry down contains cedar and musk. So it becomes that musky, cedar, woody, fruity and tangy. Yeah. So it will become tangier. And towards the end, that's the bit which really upsets me, because towards the end you get this very strange soury grey ambergris fragrance. So the fragrance, the base of the fragrance has got this grey ambergris, so you'll smell that soury ocean like smell, not ocean but soury smell. You will know that smell when you smell it, and I don't like it because that's the stage, the very late dry down, when the fruity goodness goes away and this tangy soury ambergris smell is there. That's a bit I'm not a big fan of. And the bit comes out more when you spray it on your shirt. And I've tried it, I sprayed it on my shirt and it came out a bit quicker and it stayed for a long time. So I wouldn't advise you to spray it on your shirt, although smelling the fragrance, the temptation would be there. So that's the smell, if you like, and that's one aspect which I don't like. So pros and cons. This is a easy to wear, beautifully crafted fragrance which is fruity and it's just very jovial. Yeah, if you are into that kind of a profession, it's a daytime fragrance. So if you're into that kind of profession, like a public relations person or a doctor, imagine this wearing a doctor wearing this and approaching his patients. It's going to cheer him up or her up. So it's got that personality. It's very, very welcoming, very beautifully made fragrance and very jovial. So that's the first upside. The second upside is what you get with Mancera. Manceras are not terribly complex, but they make very personable fragrances which last a long time. This thing lasts on my skin overnight. So I'm talking about 24 hours longevity. Yeah, that is phenomenal. Yeah, I've tried it many times. I've worn this to work many times. It's got phenomenal longevity. It also has decent projection. About 2 to 3 hours is what this projection is, skin, and superb sillage. 2 or 3 sprays as I wear under my shirt. Whenever I move, I can smell this. It also leaves a beautiful trail. I've been identified by many women by this fragrance, and they sometimes request me to wear this fragrance to work because women just love it on you. So that's the second upside. Good performance. Number 3 is the compliment factor. This one, during summer and during the late summer, early autumn, gets me tremendous compliments, especially at work. It's very personable, very light fragrance, and women just love it. So good compliment factor, very high compliment factor. So those are the 3 upsides, if you like. Downsides, that late dry down worries me. It could worry you. Number 2 would be the kind of fragrance this is unisex. Some people don't like unisex fragrances. If you don't like unisex fragrances, do test it out and see for yourself. But fruity fragrances are unisex. So that can be a downside to some people. It doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is that late dry down. Now, I've touched on performance, value for money. See, Mancera's, this one is a 120 ml bottle. This one cost me, I think 79 maybe. Can't remember. I bought it about 2 or 3 years ago. So value for money, bearing in mind the limited wearability, is medium. You know, I can't wear this all around the year. I can't wear this to all the occasions, daytime only, office, with friends, relaxed environment. It's not too playful. It's quite okay. It doesn't wear off into juvenile territory. So the wearability is pretty okay, I would say. But the value for money, I think it's medium. Bearing in mind you're spending 70, 80 pounds for 120 ml. It's medium. Now, compliment factor is pretty high. I've touched on that. Age group, pretty easy. You know, whatever age group you're in, you can easily wear this. It should not be a bar. Occasions, daytime occasions, you know, you can wear this to a date. You will not be, you know, disappointed at all. You can wear this to an interview. You can wear this to office on a regular basis. It covers those bases beautifully, you know. Similarities to Silver Mountain Water for the first few hours will lead you to believe that it's very highly wearable to office, and it is. Weather, I think this smells the best in early autumn, although warmer weather is suitable for fruity scents. I've also worn this in the dead of winter when I really want to smell something jovial. So yeah, weather is warmer weather, but you can wear this in cooler weather as well. So I think I've covered all bases. Marks out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The only thing you have to remember is if that late dry down bothers you, don't put it on your shirt because that late dry down comes up early and it doesn't smell as nice. I wear it on my skin, at the back of my neck. It smells amazing. But when the late dry down comes in, I just spray again or I just try and wash it off, although it's very hard to get rid of. So 7 out of 10. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.